Go.
Okay. Okay, you guys, thank you for filling out this warm-up writing activity. I will be able to look at those and see another sample of your writing. Thank you. Okay, today, what are we doing, you guys? Someone tell me what we're doing. Yes, maybe?
Editing.
Yes, you're doing your peer editing. Okay, so our objective today is you need to be able to critically evaluate your own personal narrative. You also need to give feedback to a peer. Okay? We're going to do self-reflection on your narrative skills learned in this unit that we've done all quarter. So there's kind of like three things you need to be doing today as we do it, okay? You're reflecting on yourself and you're collaborating, making sure that you give good feedback to your peers. And it's going to be very specific about that. So as we start, what I want you to do is I want you to come up here kind of popcorn style and answer this question I had for number 3 of our welcome slide. What do you know about narrative writing? If somebody from one house is here, somebody can come over here just so you guys are still spacing out. If someone else from your team is up here from your house, you can be closer together. Anywhere you guys want up here. I'm giving you about 1 minute to see how many things you guys can get up there. So think for a minute. Okay, who has one? Okay, Kayla go, Ollie go. Different houses, one side, one side. You guys be reading, be thinking of what you can add up there. A little bit bigger, Ollie, keep going. Okay, who's going to take Kayla's marker?
Me.
Okay, Adele. Good. Who's next? Okay, Nayli right here. Good. Asha, Juniper, do one of you guys have one? Okay, Juniper. Everyone? Okay, Juniper right here. Well, it's Katie. I know you came in kind of late. Can you put something up there?
Sure.
Okay. Anybody else?
Oh, no.
Hmm?
Oh, it feels like you done
Okay, me too. Okay. Okay, well, Katie's finishing. It needs proper punctuation. Yes, no?
Yeah.
When would you not have to follow the punctuation rules? There's one time you wouldn't need to follow it, yes?
I feel like you were like showing a picture, like something that was like two people messaging through like text messages, because normally it's like not.
Good, and that's what you did in yours. And I remember I was editing it. Yeah, do you want to add one? Add one. Like, yes, and I was like, no, you didn't use proper punctuation. You're like, it's texting. Right. For emphasis, but traditionally you need to follow the rules of punctuation. What about in dialogue when people speak back and forth? Does it always have to be proper punctuation?
Well, not exactly. Not if it's like in the middle, like a sentence or something.
Right, or grammar.
Or
Is
grammar.
that when you don't have to use proper grammar when you're writing how somebody speaks? Yes. Proper sentence structure. What are the advanced sentence structure we should hopefully be seeing in here?
Compound, complex.
Compound, complex.
Simple. Sentence, simple.
Simple.
Yeah, and what else?
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay,
Just complex.
yeah, good, good. All right, using figurative language, have we worked on that like crazy?
Yeah.
Yes? Based on personal fiction experiences, it's a story. Using a story arc. Okay, good, that's good. That's all right there, that's okay. Okay, needs to use proper descriptive sentences that make sense. Good, lots of descriptive language, correct? Strong vocabulary, strong
Yeah.
verbs.
Ooh.
Good. Does someone think of something else?
Yeah,
What?
having like a organized sequence of events.
Organized
Yeah.
sequence of events. That would be kind of following the story arc, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh.
Asha?
Indent.
Yes, that would be part of our grammar, punctuation, stuff like that, right? Okay, very good. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do to start this out. When you do peer editing, I have 3 different handouts for you that I need you to Send one person from your team up to come grab them. Okay, this right here is your personal editing little kit that you're gonna be getting. I need these back. We're not writing on these, okay?
Okay.
But, and you need to save your paper clip and give them back to me all in a set like this. So one person from each group, come get for all the people, I'll get Kayla's for you. Okay, come get them from your guys' groups.
Oh, this lighting.
You got enough for Alice, Ronnie? Okay.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Hold on,
You need
I
one
need
still.
to get.
Because you're gonna edit. I think.
Hi, Val.
Jules doesn't show up.
Hi. My hair's creased.
You're okay.
We're not writing on these, but we're writing on the white ones, or not on the white ones either?
Yeah,
Thank you.
The Sherry,
yes.
are we writing on the white ones?
Very good. Okay, let's look at these together. Alice, do you
Are
want
we
to
gonna
stop
be
it?
getting,
Great, everybody has your sheets. Let's look at this first one together that says narrative revising student checklist. Okay? What I want you to do is I want you to go through and read through the different things that you're going to be looking for in your own checklist. Would you highlight some of the key things that you think are important, what's listed? I'm going to give you a minute to do that. So read through it. You can stop this. All right. Okay, now that you've had a chance to review this, did these seem very, very familiar to you?
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 5, show me how familiar these were to you. All these terms that we've been working on. Okay, mostly 4s, 5s. Okay, good. Leads, we worked on leads, haven't we? Rising action, transitions, having a climax, having an ending. A lot of things you put up earlier, strong vocabulary, figurative language. Asha mentioned paragraphs. And then of course, spelling, grammar, punctuation, capitalization. You're gonna go through and read yours, and you're gonna make sure you are gonna check mark all these boxes. Okay, then the next page is when you go through this right here, you have your computers, you have them saved. Everywhere that you use dialogue, what are you gonna do to it?
Hold it.
Haley?
Hold it.
Bold it. You're gonna go through, highlight it, boldface it. Check, check.
Yep.
Those that have you before, is that familiar to you?
Yes.
So you've done that, good. Underline your 5 favorite descriptive passages. This could be some phrases, it can be a sentence, but pick and choose to where it's your 5 favorite that are underlined in there. Check, check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alice?
So are we gonna do that on paper or are we
Yes.
on the narrative we printed out?
The narrative you printed out, and I'll get to that in just a minute. Good
Mhm.
question. Okay, and then after your narrative, after you go through and you're gonna boldface, you're gonna underline, you're gonna apply the different edits that your partner finds or that you find, then you're gonna answer, and it says on a separate page, go to the next page in your narrative, and you're gonna answer these 2 questions. How have you improved on your narrative writing? Whoops, I forgot to put a question mark there. And how will you apply these skills in the future? So I'm looking for the 2-part answer there. Check, check.
Yep.
So that could be just a, doesn't have to be a long paragraph, but it should be a detailed paragraph. Okay? So now you know what to do as far as your editing goes. Now, when you're peer editing, let's review these sheets right here. If you look at the red paper first, go through and look at your 5 editing, they're called stations, but we can't do stations with COVID. Read through the titles of all of these, please. Alice, you don't have to actually show them all. It's okay.
But I want to.
You don't have to. Okay. So what is your first choice to have your partner, if Kayla and I are partners, I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna say, you know what, I might be able to improve on my vocabulary. Okay, so what color is the vocabulary one?
Purple.
Purple. What if I'm not sure about my ending? I wanna have a stronger ending. What color is that?
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay, so red is what?
Leaves.
Leaves. What is blue?
Logical.
Okay, your order, purple we said is.
Strong vocabulary.
Okay, green is.
Proofreading.
Proofreading, your spelling, your quotation marks, making sure all that is right. And then yellow is your.
Ending.
So if we're partners, hey Jules, if we're partners, I'm gonna pick two things. Like Kayla, I want you to look for, sometimes my sentences aren't correct or my commas. Would you check for commas for me? And will you also check for my lead? Okay, so you're gonna give whatever your partner is, you're gonna choose of these 5 choices, you're gonna choose 2 that they're gonna proofread for. Do you understand that? That makes sense?
Yeah.
So then Kayla's gonna say, for me, so just pretend Kayla, go ahead. What do you want me to check? So I'm gonna give her those 2 and I'm gonna keep these separate. Okay, what do you want me to check for yours?
Can you check ending like vocabulary?
Yep, give me your cards. Okay, I'm gonna check endings and vocabulary for hers. So on here, if you're checking strong vocabulary, everybody turn to your purple sheet. Look at your purple one. There is something as an editor that I have to do.
Go.
Okay, now that you guys all have your task cards, I'm gonna give you a couple minutes after I tell you who your partner is to go through and read them and prepare, and then go to your stations. Okay, Jules, you and Asha are gonna be partners together.
Okay.
Okay, Jules, since I said your name first, you're gonna pick a place in the room where you guys can go and still socially distance. So you can sit on the floor here, 2 people can sit here, but make sure you guys are this far apart as you're doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so take what you need. So Jules and Asha, not yet, you're gonna read through your papers. You just came in, so you didn't know that. Okay, Alice, you and Juniper.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna pick where you're gonna go. Ronnie, it's you and Kayla. You're gonna pick where to go. Adele, it's you and Maylee. Ollie and Katie. Did I leave anybody out?
No.
Okay, got everybody?
Nope.
Katie came in later. Katie's gonna edit yours, Ollie, but you don't have one to edit. Okay? All right. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to go through and read through your cards, figure out which ones you want to give them, and then we'll go to your places. Okay, everybody raise your hand if you have your 2 cards picked out for your partner. Okay, fantastic. Okay, you know who your partner is? First person that I called, you're gonna decide where the station is. When you're done, what can you predict you're gonna do? As soon as you and your partner are both done. Alice?
Narrative editing final to-do list.
That's right. You're gonna go back to your seat, you're gonna open up your computer, and now you're gonna read through yours, you're gonna apply the changes, and then you're gonna answer this. When that's all done, you may print in the classroom. When you're all done, print, staple, I'll collect at the end of class. I need you to say end of class.
End of class.
Okay, don't hand it to me early, end of class. Say you got it done, it's stapled at my seat. What do we normally do at the beginning of class that we didn't do today?
Read.
Read. So how many of you guys have your books? Okay, awesome. Then you're gonna read. After you get that ready, read. So this should take you the majority of the time. Don't rush with your partner, do a really good job. Check, check.
Check, check.
Any questions?
Nope.
Jules?
I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Okay, I'll come and help you because you missed the first part. I'll come help. Who's your partner?
Asha.
You and Asha. I'll come help you.
Does it give you a clear overview of both of them?
Yeah. I think so. It's like, I feel like somebody's made it wrong. It's like a wrong. Yeah, I can tell from the nothing all is there.
Okay, awesome. You guys, we're changing the due date. I can see you need a little bit more time. Wednesday, finish your editing in homeroom. Get them turned in by Wednesday. How many of you found it helpful that you had somebody peer edit yours? Did you? Oh, all the hands went up. Okay, good. They found some things in there. Ronnie, what's one thing that Kayla found on yours?
She found that I use sometimes I use really non-descriptive vocabulary.
Okay,
So she really helped by pointing that out.
awesome. What else? One more. Alice?
Jennifer pointed out that to kind of after I got a resolution to kind of explain how it made me feel.
Fantastic. You guys did amazing peer editing. Good job. I can't wait for these. Okay, go ahead and save them, log out. We're done. Good job.